all I'm going to do is I'm going to share my personal journey with you and how I did, what I did, and where I am today. So, for example, you want to be multitasking, you are asking a very difficult question. You want to chew and listen at the same time. It is possible. You are asking to be a leader. And again, there is a distinct difference between manager and a leader. What does leader do? Leader do all the right things. What does a manager do? Do the thing right. That's the big difference. And you will go into that in more detail. But when you are saying as a leader, you are looking at the whole concept. And you are prioritizing the thing that your followers have to do. But your manager only focuses on one thing, whatever you assign him. And he does that right. So that's where, but a leader, as a leader, you have to be a good manager as well. But more rightly, you have to be leader because you are leading the whole thing. I mean, people in this room have led. Arnab has got so many people that are reporting to him. I have got so many people. We have got only 224 hours. What you need to do is how to delegate, how to ensure that people are with you. You want to buy their heart, not the arms. You want to buy their mind, not the back. What it means is that people who are working with you, they must be with you loyally and with their heart so they can deliver your promise. And you have to be very cautious as to who the people are. So we'll talk more about that. You can turn to the second page. So we just have Namaste we have done, Anna we have done, get to know the group we have done a little bit. Okay. What is success? Can somebody define success? What do you mean by success? Anybody?
Sense of achievement.
Sense of achievement.
It's different for different people.
It's different for different people.
It's the state of mind where you feel good.
Okay, very good. Sense of achievement, happiness, state of mind and all that. Not seeing that I lost. You want to be successful whatever you are doing. And it could be anything. It could be in relationship. It could be in the job. It could be with children. Okay. I am going to cover not any success with the job. I'm talking about the life. You want to be successful in the life. What happens if you are wonderful at job and all that, but when you come home, there is no relationship with your wife, with your children? Do you feel successful? And most of the people forget that. In the pursuit of work, in the pursuit of dollars, in the pursuit of impressing somebody, you forget home. You know what? If you forget home, very soon you forget or you'll be forgotten wherever you are. Because you are not in one shape. You are something inside different than outside. And if there is no harmony between inside and outside, it doesn't go very far. So my first nugget is pay attention to your own life. Be at peace, know who you are, and be proud of who you are. And ensure that you are taking care of your people who depend on you. Because if you are doing that, then there is something called karma. Bhagwan, God, Allah, whoever it is, will take care of you. I have seen the world more, and I can share that with you. That if you look after others, He will look after you. And that will give you confidence and faith. So as I said, you guys are successful already. And there are certain concepts that we will talk about and we'll go as we go. It's not very long, it's just in half an hour, I think we'll be there. And I'm going to share some stories with you. Go to the next page. If you are talking to be successful at the job, wherever you are, what you are doing, think about taking initiatives, no matter where you are. Always offer yourself to do more, volunteer more, even what people are thinking, what your assignment is. I'll give you some examples. I was there as a master's that I did, and I started working on my master's. How I got the first job? I was in Los Angeles, and all my friends were having a lot of difficulties in finding a job. What I did is is I started working on the Wilshire Boulevard, if anybody knows Los Angeles, and I went to every small place that I see of engineering office, and I just went there. In one of the offices I went, and I said, I want to work for you. I just said directly, because there are only 10 or 12 people sitting. So why you want to work for us? That's my second question. I said, because I need work and I can prove that I'm worth it. And I said at the same breath, I said, I'll work for you for 2 weeks without charging you anything. It was a Jew company. Like the president of that company was there. He said, yeah, sure you want to work for me with no wages, nothing. I said, yeah. What I say, I mean. That's the second sentence. Okay, come from Monday. I went there and started working, and it was very difficult to find in Los Angeles a job in your own profession at that time. It was very economic was not good. I'm back to 70s. So then what happened is that 2 weeks passed, and I was working every day whatever was given to me. He came back after 2 weeks and he said, Anwar, here is your paycheck. I said, free. I said, no, we don't get anything free. But I got another news for you. You are hired. Because they were impressed so much in 2 weeks that they hired me. Now, once I had the job, there is another job offer came. Another, because I was putting, So if you have a job and you go and tell the job that you have a job, interview is very different. There, this guy was paying me $600 per month at that time. This guy offered me $1,200. All I'm saying is take the initiative. Don't go out of the box. Think something different. Another example I'll give. Professional exam in California is 16-hour exam. 8 hours is engineering and training, and 8 hours open book. So Nilofar, I got married and Nilofar came, it was 1974. And we got 2 weeks, the company gave me 2 weeks to go and prepare for the exam. 1 week we went because we didn't have any vacation. We went to enjoy our holidays. And after 1 week, we actually stayed 10 days, there were only 5 days left. So I said to Nilofar, man, I cannot go and I'll fail. And she insisted, said, no, you go, at least you will have experience. Then we started thinking how to pass the exam. It was the open book. And it was Nilofar's suggestion. She was only 17 years old at that time. She said, if it is open book, all the exams are there and their solutions are there, and the guy who's writing the exam, he's 50 years old at least at that time, for us 50 years old, he must be looking at some papers and he will just take the paper and change the parameters, and then there will be your questions. I said, you are right. We went to LA library, we copied 15-year exams and put all those, cataloged all that. When I went there, out of 16 questions, 12 questions were basically there, the change parameters. And all I'm saying is, anybody can contribute to your success. Listen carefully, and especially your spouse, your wife, your husband. That they're thinking of it. So what I'm trying to say is, take initiative. Don't think any advice is too little, because it has got many dimensions to it. Think on your feet. We prepare a lot. I'll share you another story. I was in Exxon and I bought, when I say I bought, I was representing the company, 3 shovels. At that time, that's 1985. Each shovel, electric shovel, was $10 million. You know the money. So we went there, it was in Milwaukee. And the person who brought people one by one in the room, we were only 4 people. I was leading the delegation of 3 people and myself. And this guy brought about 21 extra people. And every time one person comes in the room, this executive vice president, his name was Dick Vitale, he will introduce either he is masters or he is working for PhD or he is doing something different. What he was trying to impress is that his staff is very, very well educated, well experienced. So after he finished, he said, Mr. Siddiqui, you have any question or comments? I said, yeah, Mr. Vitale, I have one comment. And I was just reading a story in the plane. I said there was a company which was making dog food. And somehow, like he was not having good business. So now he is standing up in front of his people and he's trying to tell, like what he has done and how the things will go fine. So he said that he has hired a chef from France to do the recipe for the dog recipe. And then he said he hired a Swedish metallurgist to make the can. And he said he hired an artist from Milan for the label. So before he was describing, somebody from the audience said, "Sir, then why dogs food are not selling?" And somebody from the audience said, "Dogs don't like it." So I just said to Dr. Vitali, I said, no matter who you have, wherever your chef is, wherever your recipe is, wherever your Milan artist is, make sure that the shower runs good. The point I'm trying to make, I used the same thing and applied that and believe it, there are 3 showers perfectly well. Worked very, very well. Better than any other one. So the key is that think on your feet. You can never prepare for everything. Never. And if you develop that confidence, no matter what comes, I am the authority in that room for that particular question or topic. I can speak better. That will give you so much confidence that you will never be proven wrong. Think on your feet. Does that relate something to you, what I'm talking about? Is it making sense? So this is something, the third page is something, like I'm going to, develop your team using right leadership styles. And basically what I'm saying is you need to know where you are, who you are hiring, how much you can delegate, what is performance, and you should evaluate all that. Don't be blind. People in these days, you have to gauge everything. Learn to increase your influence, and the influence doesn't come with authority. Influence comes with the knowledge. Influence comes how you treat the person in a human way. Influence comes from the loyalty. Influence comes from the faithfulness. These are the all soft skills that you need to have to influence somebody that they will follow you. People think that I am the CFO or I am the CEO or I am the vice president. People will listen. Yeah, they will listen in front of you. But are they really listening to you while you are not there? You have to create that zone where people are listening to you, where people are taking your name with respect, where people are talking about Arnav said so, or Nina said so, or Sudhir said so, because they meant it, they have integrity, they have credibility, they have a track record of achievement. Be an example. Then people listen to you. You will go very far. Even your children will listen to you. Because if you are doing something different, like dad is smoking and he's telling his son not to smoke, you think it will be meaningful? No, not at all. With all the respect to the people who are smokers, all I'm trying to say is that you need to be example to do what you want to do. Otherwise, you don't carry any credibility. Of course, managing underperformance and overperformance, you know that, I don't want to go there. Now I'm going to talk about a model that is my model that is being developed. And I say that if you achieve my model, you will achieve breakthroughs. Breakthroughs are more than success, more than that results that you have obtained that has never been possible. So I said, I bet you will achieve breakthrough. Bet, B stands for behavior, E stands for experience, T stands for technology, and then plus CC is change control mechanism or management. So let's start thinking about what I'm talking about. Lots of people are with experience. Lots of tools, computers available, all the programs are available. So I am saying tools are dime a dozen. I am saying experience is dime a dozen. So where do you differentiate? The differentiate is your behavior. What kind of human being you are? What kind of person you are? What kind of leader you are? What kind of listener you are? What kind of communicator you are? That is what will make the difference in your life. Not how much experience you have. Not how many tools you have. It is very difficult for you to comprehend that. When I am saying that behavior dominates your performance, how many people can associate with that statement? Raise hand. Behavior dictates your performance. And most of the people, especially, please come in. Most of the people, especially who come from our region, they why don't we accommodate them?
Come. No, sit here. It's fine.
Bring more chairs. Just put the stool.
চেয়ারটা নিয়ে যাও এই শোনো আমার একটা টেবিল বের করে দাও
You can chair, you just pull two chairs here. Okay. Gentlemen, can we start?
Yeah.
What to do?
Yes, got it.
Let's start.
Student.
Come here, there's a chair here. So I was talking about breakthrough, and the breakthrough is, I say I bet you will be successful, you will achieve breakthrough. And again, this is this page I'm looking right now. So we can start there. So the key is that in our life, most important thing is how we behave, what our attributes are, and the behavior comes from doings. Behavior comes from what people see what you are doing. Behavior is interpersonal skills, it's a soft skills. And the statement I made is, if you are looking for experience, in North America you will find diamond as an experience. Diamond as an experience. People with the technology like programs and computers and formulas and all that, diamond as so I'm saying diamond as an engineer, diamond as an accountant, even diamond as a doctor. Not a good doctor is not good. But it is very difficult to find a human being with the characteristics that I'm talking about. It is very difficult to find a person who is at peace with the inner personality and the outer personality. People focus on outer personality, but outer personality is time bound. With the time, outer personality will fade, but the inner personality with each breath becomes stronger. What is inner personality? Inner personality is honesty. Inner personality is the value of love. Inner personality is happiness. Inner personality is credibility, the trust. And wanted to, if you give your word, you guard it. This is your word is gold. So all I'm saying is that if you are a person with the behavior that demonstrates those attributes I'm talking about, you will achieve whatever you want. Very secularized. So focus on that whatever you say you do, whatever you promise you do, if you say you'll be there at 5 o'clock, be there at 5 o'clock. If you say that you will do this particular assignment, do that and that. Another thing, undercommit, over-deliver. Keep that in mind. People don't understand that. They say, yeah, we'll do it. Tomorrow you say, yes sir, I will do it. Don't say that. Actually, put yourself a margin. If it is a 1 day job, put a margin of half a day. Because everybody likes to give a surprise to the client. If you save the money, if you save the time, if you save this, they will like it. You cross one thing, you are fine. But if you want to progress, you always dream what you want. So one thing that I would suggest is that undercommit, over-deliver, and don't announce it. But then you will understand your trick. It is you who is doing it, but don't overdo it. Don't say that it takes 1 day, then you say 3 days. Be logical. So the next page is breakthrough B plus E plus T plus C. So basically what I'm saying here is that we describe our behavior and now the controlling change, no matter what you think, there will be changes in whatever you are doing. Think on your feet, manage those changes. Don't let the events control you, you control the events. That is what the key is. And if you do these things together, no matter what you are doing, you will be successful. It's my guarantee. It's my promise. That you be yourself, you know what you are, and you are right.
I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
You just said undercommit, overperform.
Yes.
That's the positive part, right?
Yeah.
Let's concentrate on the negative part of it.
Okay.
Accidents. If there is an accident,
You
and you
will
end up underperforming on your commitment.
Accident.
Accident doesn't some
Unforeseen.
unforeseen problems, yeah, obstacles.
Yeah.
That's what the
Yeah.
rather term.
Accident.
Yeah. So if you
That
face
is-
an obstacle and you end up underperforming
Yeah.
on your committing,
Right.
how do you present that?
Okay, so let's say that you made me a promise. You say that you are going to go and deliver that particular assignment in 5 days. On the second day, you found out that the information you were looking, you are unable to find. Right? Second day, you found out that the difficulty that you are finding in the formula is much more. I don't know what you do, but whatever it is, you found out.
Yes.
If you are bound to your commitment, you know what you are doing. What you do first thing is go and talk to me. Come and talk to me. Say, I'm having these problems. Can you help me to remove that barrier? Can you solve me? Then what you have done is you have bought yourself more time and you give you more time if you cannot have. Then you will renegotiate the contract based on that. So it is called change your control. Control your change. When somebody, let's say that you are working, let's say I'm working for you, and you have said that Anwar, I want this particular house that I'm building for you in these days, in these 6 months or 8 months. And I come on 8 months and I say I cannot deliver your home in 12 months. You say get that out from here. But if I come second month to you and I say I'm having problems with my permits, I'm having problems with the concrete, I'm having problems with the weather, you say, yeah, you are right, let's see what we can do together. So involve the person. Okay. Be honest. Don't look for excuse. Remove the excuse, remove the barriers. And at the same time, if you are a leader, somebody must say, no, leader, you try to remove the barrier, you bring the solution to me. Say, this is the solution. What do you think? Bring in the party. Work together. Communicate. Very, very important.
I would like to add here because I am managing a team of 20 engineers. So I'm the in charge of the engineering department in my company. I have set goals for every engineers. What I found is many times they do not themselves come up that they will miss the target date because they have some problems. So the way that I handle it, I focus every day on each engineers to know whether they have any issues, whether they will be able to meet the deadlines. So this is my experience that many times they do not want to come forward and saying that okay, I'm not going to meet the date, and at the end of the period, and then they come and tell you that okay, I cannot meet the date. But so regular follow-up with the people is really important. That's what I understood. So it really pays off.
I think you're 100% right. The key is communication, and you are doing your job every day. And very soon you will find that the people are trained so much that maybe that will be every second day, maybe every third day, because you have trained them. You cannot have the high maintenance of people. That is right.
Right.
What you are doing as a manager, as a leader, right?
Right.
His question was, what happens if he's
Correct.
a doer is also difficult.
Right.
Any other thought for whatever you say? Anybody else wants to? Feel free to discussion.
I think one of the problems I've seen people who come from our part of the world, right, is always believing or always following the structure of hierarchy that we are always built or you always grow. One of the things you told me about is influencing. So one of the reasons, or one of the criteria to be successful in North America is to have an influence not only to your boss, horizontally and vertically. And to be successful, sometimes we have to take the initiative and go talk to other departments, other managers, share your thoughts. That's one of the criteria that there should be something. In India, we kind of follow the structure. You go to the boss goes to his boss, and so on. Here, it's more metrics. When you want to take advantage of it, you have to go out the boundaries.
Very good. Very good. I think it's a good example. I'll share a story with that. What you just said, that I have done that in my practical life. Actually, over here also, if you go to the top, it does not seem very good. Over here as well. Now let's talk about Indian culture, Bangladeshi culture, Pakistani culture, American culture, North American culture. Here it is mutual respect.
Yep.
There it is respect of authority. If he's a policeman, you will not question him, yes sir. If he's your boss, you will not question him, yes sir. If he's your elder, you will not question him, sir, yes sir, enough. Okay. We are trained to respect the authority. Here, if a policeman is not right, he say, what you are talking about? It is my right, you are violating my right. If a teacher is not telling you the right formula, your next will be, you must have gone to the university. If on the table you say, you are not right, I have read something different. It's very correct, mutual respect versus respect of authority. Coming back to your thing that going to the boss and all that, I have done something different. What I have done is that when I started, I have this color, and I'm surrounded by people who are in, I'm talking in the States, like most of them at that time, when I was going, there were not very many Indians, not very many Bangladeshis, not Pakistanis, very few. And it was difficult to go up. What I did is I helped everybody. No matter what, without asking if I know, I said, here it is, what do you think? What happened? That those people start going up. But then they became my friends, and one of them started pulling me. Because in the room when they talk about this, they say, do you know Anwar? I say, yeah, he's good. And just one comment like this you need in the room when they are making decisions. So what happened that slowly, all my friends went up, 2 or 3 levels higher than me, and I'm still there. But then they started pulling me. Once they started pulling me, because now I have created a zone of myself, a network of myself, of those friends. I'm 10 years behind. When I reached there, I started performing, and I overdid that, and after 5 years, I became their boss. So it works. Set each other for success. Volunteer you whatever you know. And really sharing the knowledge, sharing what you know, always helps. It doesn't reduce, it expands. So you are right. The key is that there are lots of ways to succeed, and one of them is set each other for success. Share and move along. Can we move forward, or is there a point somebody wants to say? So in that breakthrough model, which is I'm looking at this page, okay, I am saying is ensure a shared vision among the team. So if you are leading a team and all that, if you only believe in the destination and your followers don't, it will never happen. So you have to enroll them, you have to buy their heart. No matter, even if you are making a nice pizza and you are involving your daughter and your sister and others, but if you don't know what the pizza should be like, there will be difficulties in making the pizza. I'm just giving you a small example. Enroll people what you are doing. Tell them the destination we are going to go. So people can start thinking from the destination. Thinking from the destination brings miracles. Where you want to go, if you know where it is, and the team knows where it is, it happens. The journey is very, with fun and results. Leading by example, I talked about removing barriers, that's you have to do, or your superior has to do. Always identify what there is. Recognize if there are breakdowns, like what happens, you are removing barriers, but something happens that doesn't get resolved. There is always a way for that particular situation. Work together to remove the breakdowns. Making the right decision time. I'll share a little story here before I say go further. There was a class of kindergarten, it was grade 1, grade 2 children. So the teacher asked, what is 6 times 3? So one person raised the hand. He said, 6 times 3 is 17. He said, excellent. He said, is there another answer? Then another guy said, 6 times 3 is 19. He said, excellent. He said, is there another answer? So one guy said, 6 times 3 is 18. He said, excellent. He said, sir, how is it possible that for one question, there are 3 excellent answers? So he said, son, when you will grow up, you will find there is not much difference between 16, 17, or 17, 18, and 19. The point I'm trying to make, the engineers or the accountants and all that, who are looking after precision, then you arrive. Whereas the person who is looking at the range and make decisions, he gets ahead. So make quick decisions. It's not that you make the decision without knowing anything. You have to have some, good faith, good gut feel and all that. But I have always done that. I didn't wait for the precision. I'm an engineer myself, but I don't wait for precision. The moment I see this is my range gut, and I go for it. And play with 9 times out of 10. That's success. One time I felt so much. Learn from your mistakes. And that also brings something. So the key is make quick decisions and right decisions. Another thing is, I'm not going to go into that concept of stretch. Put yourself stretch goals. If you are saying that you want to achieve that yourself in $1 million, try to do it in 750,000. Then you will reach before you do that. But if you leave the target of 1 million, then you will cross that. Let's say just an apartment, if you are buying an apartment. You say my budget is 200,000. Try to look for 175. You'll find below 200,000. But if you go for 200,000, you will achieve. All I'm saying is stretch the goal, stretch to achieve. Now this sheet, I don't know if I want to go through that, but probably I will. This is something that you will never find in the book, which is created by myself. What it is telling, like the behavior and technology, how do you do it. If you are a welder, your 90% of the time is on the hands-on because you'll be welding. But if you are a CEO, you'll not be doing the hands-on. You are a behavioral person. You'll be talking, you'll be communicating, you'll be attending meetings. So try to see where you fit in that and train yourself in that. Right now, let's say if you are doing the design, you are about 70% hands-on. But if you become manager like him, he's saying that he looks after 20 people. He doesn't spend much time on hands-on design. He spends maybe 10-15%. So train yourself what you are doing. Is that? So I'm going to ask a question to all of you. And there is no right or wrong answer. But there's an answer in my mind that will come to the story that I want to get done. God has given us tools. Hands are tools. Ears are tools. All the visible tools, I'm not talking about heart, I'm not talking about things that we cannot see. I'm talking about things that every one of us can see. If God takes away one of that tool, I'm saying that the effectiveness of that person on a scale of 10 to 1 where 10 is the highest drops to 5. What is that tool? That we all can see right now in front of us. If God takes one of it, any answer? I'll give you an example. If somebody takes my hand, I've got another hand. Now start thinking. What is that tool that God takes away that our effectiveness drop big time? Who said tongue? It's me. Very good. So what a powerful tool we have got in our mouth. Tongue. Look at tongue. Hold your tongue. Hold your tongue. And try to talk. Can you talk? Can you put a sentence outside? Without tongue? You cannot. Now, so conversation is very important. Now think of a pistol. Pistol has got a bullet and a trigger. If you pull the trigger, what happens? Bullet goes out. Can you take it back? What a bullet does, it lands on people, kills, hurts, or it misses people. Right? So does the conversation. When you say conversation, it lands on you, or they miss, they don't even hear you. Or you hurt you, or you hurt them, or you please them, or you make their life better. So conversation is so important too, that you have to really respect that tool, and you have to respect that power. If you misuse that power, you get in trouble. How many times we say certain things to our spouse without realizing what we said? How many times we say so many things to our children without realizing what we said, and you have to take it back? Sorry and apologize is a very costly word in my dictionary. So guard what you talk, guard what you say, and always say the good thing. If you have to say the bad thing, think about it before you say it. I went to India in 2000, lately, in 2010, and then lately I went. In 2010 when I went, I had Thai icon, so I went to Lucknow. And she was 82-year-old, and believe me, her hair was so black. I'm not exaggerating. She had a very, very, very good personal life. So I sat down with her and I said, Badi Amma, we call Badi Amma, give me one advice. She kept on thinking for about 5-7 minutes, and then she said to me, I'll say it in the language that she said to me, Jab bhi bolo, acha bolo. I don't know how many people understood that. What she said is, whenever you speak, only speak the truth. That is how powerful conversation is. That is how powerful you use in the workplace, in your home, in your relationship, and relationship cannot be bought. It cannot be generated it is an investment. That is important if you want to be successful. That's what I said, Jab bhi kaho acha kaho. That was the story that I wanted. So before I go, ask me any question that I can talk, and then I'll go to the next week.
Talking of the inner self, like the amalgamation between the inner self and the outer self, like a person being somebody in the workplace and somebody else when he's in his personal life or social. Like, I have seen people who are different, completely different, and that also goes in line with the recent example where I saw like 20 people there in a Skype meeting, and there were a few people from the subcontinent who were not ready to speak up. They are more inclined towards like chatting out with another person because he doesn't want to speak up amongst 20 people. Like, and then I know that person personally, and I know that he's a different person. He communicates very well when he's by himself. But when he comes to the office, when he's in his workplace, he's a different person completely. So how do we track these people?
How to bring
the real personality to the front?
Very good question. It happens to most of us. Only people who speak in public with confidence, they gain that confidence. They know of themselves that they can speak. They are not worried about if I say something wrong, I'll be in trouble. They don't care. Okay? And if you go with that training, I'm not saying say I'll be abrupt thing, but you train yourself to speak. Now the person who is not speak, you invite him to speak because he is scared to speak. He is worried about what he is saying, whether others would like it or not. Excuse my language, say hell with it. You speak your mind. Once, twice, thrice. Don't say that with the way I said it, I just wanted to say my point. But encourage him to participate. Because if he doesn't participate, he is perceived to be with no knowledge. He is perceived to be with no influence. He will not go up. If you notice, most of the time, people who are really leaders or who wants to go up, they will keep quiet, only will say when there is the right thing to be said, and they will say that particular thing at that time. Wait for your moment and then speak. Don't speak all the time too. In the meetings mostly, and I now know what kind of meetings I've done about, there are 25, 30 people around, let's say I'm cheering. Okay. Even if I'm sitting, I will not speak until I really see myself in need to speak. I'll keep quiet. And when I speak, I would probably register whatever others have said for that particular topic, and I will include and recognize those people in my expression. He said that, it makes a lot of sense, sir. We have to probably think of it. And what I will do, I will include everybody, and then I'll include my sentence and that way in that afterwards. Then people respect that. So recognize people in public and don't criticize people in public.
So is it not a cultural thing also? Like, I mean, it has something to do with the culture also. Like,
which culture?
People, I mean, cultural thing like the background from the where they come from. Like people from the subcontinent. I've seen this mostly in the people from the subcontinent. Like the example that I gave, like in a conference call, 5-6 people I know, Indian people, and 2 of them they are chatting with the other person in person because they know that they don't want to bring up that point. They want to validate what they want to say and then bring up that point to the platform. But So I want to know whether it's a cultural thing, because I don't see this in people from Quebec or America in general, like the white people. I've seen them like really confident, and it's not that, as you said, it's not that they speak a lot, but they speak what makes sense.
You hit a very good point. Culture means how you think about things and how you do things. In the very beginning of our life, in our classrooms, in our university, in our homes, we are to be told to be shy actually. That's what we come from. And the moment you recognize your strengths and weaknesses, and one of this is our weaknesses, the moment you realize, you will start working on that. Go to Toastmasters, go to some where you have to stand up and speak. You have to work on that. It is our weakness, you are right. But if you don't work on that, the person will be like that. And it stems from inconfidence. Public speaking is the second most worrisome than death. Honestly, it's a fear. Public speaking is a fear. Every best speaker has even first 5 seconds or 10 seconds fear. But you want to be accepted by people. Whatever you want to say, you want to be accepted. But at the same time, as you grow, these people you are talking to, people called Canadians and Americans, because from grade 1 they are encouraged to show and tell. They are in your children when you come from school, they have read stories. How many times we had that opportunity? So we have come over here, do as the Romans do. If you keep quiet, you will be sitting quiet. You have to speak, and you have to speak firmly and nicely. So something that we have to do. And also you have to listen to the intent. Another thing is that we simply, whenever somebody is talking, we are already jumping on our solution and trying to tell, and what we have done is we have disrespected that person who is talking to. We have missed the intent that the person is trying to speak. We even don't listen to the words that we want to listen. So how will we do justice? So communication is two-way. You may have not heard what I am saying. People say good listening. I am saying listen to the intent. If your mother says to you, I love you, has a different intent than anybody on the street. You see what I'm saying? Okay? You have to be credible to speak. If you speak with integrity, you will be listened with integrity. If you have got something else inside and you are lying, you will listen to that. Be very honest. Be very clear. Be very thorough. Be very explicit when you are speaking, and be very gentle when you are listening. Then you don't have any background conversation. You are not thinking of the previous day what you had problems with that person. You are thinking at that moment what is done, what she's done. And that's what we live. I don't know if I'm boring you guys, I'm just so it's feedback that I'm trying, but don't be shy, this is we are us. Anybody else?
I have a two-part question for you.
Please.
How did you change from being a Indian subcontinent person to a North American person? How did you change? How did you make your transition? It's not only cultural. Let me give you an example. Like, for example, even in any culture, we have some unspoken rules. Let's just say, for example, if a vice president of a company is visiting, you're expected to shave. Just giving an example. It's an unspoken rule, social rule. How and when did you decode these rules when you came to North America?
Very good question. Very good question. Okay, so times are changing. Diversification is happening. I don't think that the rules are that strict anymore as they used to be 90s and 2000 and 2010. Things are changing. Life is going to be easier. Diversification, especially in Canada, is happening a lot. But you have to realize that. So how to really create a relatedness. Relatedness is something that I feel very comfortable with Arnab, because we go to dinners together, we play whatever games together, we do photography together. Why? Because we share the common things. If we live in a ghetto, if we have our own thing, and we don't share what they are doing, we don't play golf with them, we don't go and play bridge with them, we don't go play baseball with them, we don't talk about hockey, we don't talk about soccer, we expect them that they will talk to us about anything else. So what we need to do is find, whoever you are going, find what the hobby he has. Does he play baseball? Does he like football? Does he like hockey? So start talking that. Just see how good conversation you will have. So all I'm saying is in that context, you have to start creating the readiness. Once you create the readiness, you are okay. It is 7:20 or 6:20? 6:20, right? Yeah, okay. So answer to your question is, among the people that I am working, I will try to relate to them outside work, not just 8 to 5 relationship, beyond 8 to 5 relationship. Then you will be successful. I'm not saying go start drinking. I don't drink. Now we are at the same table, and they respect, and I don't care, because I know what I am. They cannot change me what I am. So be proud of what you are. Don't regret, never. Don't say that, hey, they are superior and I'm inferior. That's BS. I'm saying that is strong so that it goes in your mind. Not in your mind, I'm just giving the message. Be proud what you are. And believe it, you are, even go, you think you are better than better. Think that. But don't, right, you have to prove with your deeds that you are better. Try to prove that you can deliver better, you can think better, you can respect better, you can be trusted better. If you have all those things will be successful. So does that answer your question?
Yes, but I have a little diversification of that. So let's just say the proverb, you're not ice cream. You not make everyone happy.
Okay.
In a table,
Yeah.
one Chinese person is sitting, one Arab is sitting, one maybe Lebanese person is sitting, one North American, one Indian. You have multicultural people. How would you decode as to what would be your norms in communication in that area?
Everybody smiles in the same language. Okay. So when he is looking to you, be respectful, be loyal, be accommodating. Very simple. Involve sincerely, no matter what the culture is. I have done I actually on the University of Alberta, I have taken the international program. There is a MBA program, and I take 1 week, and I had a kind of exercise outside for 1 week, so I took them out. And when the story is long, but to be short, when I put them to pick the people among Chinese, Americans, Canadians, because it is Indonesians, Indians, and they were all, three of mixed. There was a class of 50. Believe it, Indian went to Indian, Indonesian went to Indonesian, Chinese went to Chinese. It is human nature. Okay. When I said pick your partner, they didn't go and pick an American. Nobody. That was. I observed that. I wrote it. Every one of them went where they felt comfortable for that particular task. So it is human nature. Why we say that we are not promoted? Because if you are the boss, who you would promote? The person you think that will guide you, the person you think will really keep your secrets, the person you think that you can trust more, the person you think can help you more. That's the person you will take. If I'm a wife, why should I take you? If you are not in that club. So prove that you are loyal, prove that you are faithful, prove that you can deliver more. Then he will think beyond that. Because in this capitalist society, bottom line is most important. Okay? Once you start delivering results, the dollars, the black basketball player is respected much more than the white person anywhere else. Why? I'm not saying black and white difference, I'm saying achievement. Achieve, demonstrate, be example, color fades, nothing comes up. And you'll be proud. I have raised 3 children, and all of them, like my personal, I'll come to that, is that all 3 of them, first of all, they're all born here. Okay? One went to New York for law, and other 2 became engineers. Dyer has started his own company, has got 10 people working for him, and both engineers are in the managerial position at the age of 30. The reason is because they saw the example at home. Okay? I showed them whatever success I have because I shared with my children. They see it is possible, and that is. So the key is, I keep on saying, behavior, personality, integrity, credibility, those are your ammunitions, tools. No matter where you go, they are safe. No matter what culture you are. Any other questions before I just close the conclusion? Okay, so I'll read it what I am saying here. I think we talked about doing the right things, doing the things right. You want to do versus you have to do it. That's important. Follow your passion. If you want to really do, it's a different dimension. If you have to do it, it's forced on you. Even yourself. So not only creating yourself, but people around you, they want to be doing it. Enroll them for what they are trying to do. People who are with experience, respect them. You live more, you see more. And you get the free choice, free answers. So talk to them and learn from them. You speak when you have something to add value, I talked about it. Recognize in public, I talked about it. Stick your neck out, I talked about that concept. Under commit, over deliver, I said that. Relationship build, do not burn bridges. And one more thing that I did not do, and I tell my children, the business card that they give, always keep them. Now it is computer, okay? And just talk to them when they were gone or what interest they have gone or whatever. Over a year, just drop a line to them. You'll be connected. Create that habit. My children are doing it. And they thank me, Dad, that was a very good. It's a very simple exercise. It is like this, you have got grandfather clock. Anybody has it at home? Grandfather clock, which works on the gravity. The fundamental thing is that when you lift the weight with your hand and then pull the chain. If you don't do it, your father clock watch will disappear like this in 3 years. Such a small secret. But if you don't know it, you'll ruin it. All I'm trying to say is, little things make big difference. Yes, this is important, and I'm openly saying it. Dress well, smell well, smile. It is contagious. You know why I'm saying that? Our people sometimes come from the kitchen and go to the work. I'm just telling you straight. And you know what is that? The guy is not saying to you, he's saying, man, he disappears from here. It's better. And I'm not going to go close to him. Spend time, invest time in perfumes. Buy yourself nice perfume. And make sure that when you go, wherever you present yourself very well. It takes only 3 seconds for the first impression. 3 seconds. You want to capture those 3 seconds. Balance in life, family, and health. Wealth comes, don't worry about the wealth, honesty. Your wealth is your children. Your wealth is your home. Everything else is secondary. And when it is secondary, you know what? It comes to you first. Believe it, it has done to me. And like I have no worries at all. No worries at all. My children are doing good. I am doing still good. I'm old now, but I'm still doing good. I have no worries. So my dad used to say, life consists of 3 phases. First 25, second 25, and whatever is left. In first 25, what you do is you obtain education, you obtain values, and you train yourself to go and do whatever you want to do in the second 25. If your first 25 is very good, then your second 25 is going to be very good. Because you have got a good foundation, good education, good value, you will perform good. And if you are doing all that, guess what? You are raising your first 25 very well too. So your children are getting better. So if the first 25 and second 25 are done very well, then third whatever is left is happy. Because you are as happy as your saddest child, no matter how you have done it. But if you have one child out of 4 who is not doing good, you'll be always thinking about that. So the investment is family. Investment is not Cadillac car or the Mercedes or whatever is standing outside or a big board. You will eat the same thing, you live under the same roof, you will probably wear the same clothes. The key is happiness. And happiness and stress comes from the family, nowhere else. And Americans and Canadians, they lack that happiness 60% of the time. And you are better off than that. So that's the edge you have. So having said that, it's basically alignment with whatever I said. So let me just go back and see what you were asking for, whether we. Okay. So somebody wanted some questions, things on the leadership and all that. Any questions that you want? Okay. Somebody wanted to do many things at the same time. So is there anything else you have questions that I can answer?
I don't think we did that.
Okay, so let's start. So when you say you want to do many things at the same time, give me some examples.
It's a number of things like the job.
Yeah.
Let's say, it can be different things.
Yeah, just tell me 2 or 3.
Like different tasks, different assignments.
Okay,
Same.
fine.
Let's say example of assignment.
Okay,
So I have 5 assignments and I have to prioritize. Now how do you prioritize? And then I think prioritize is essential. Because unless I prioritize, nobody can do 5 things at the same time. Then you prioritize. What is it? Prioritize.
Okay, so prioritization, if something is there that reach number 1, you got to do it. You have no choice. But then number 4, you remember in the exam, you say, do the easy one first and do the latter afterwards. So handle the easy one first. So get the numbers reduced, and then you have to think on your feet as to how you want to distribute the time. And especially in the job that I have, multitask is all the time. Every 7-8 minutes, it's a different problem. So you have to shift your mind. Focus on what you are handling at that time. Don't think of the first one or the last one. Focus on the one that you are doing at that moment. And then you can keep on changing the moment. You can handle it. So when you are saying in one day you will be doing 10 different priorities, you can do it. The key is alert yourself and devote yourself for the thing which is needed at that particular moment. Think on your feet. Think to resolve that particular issue where there is a lot of anxieties, a lot of need to be fulfilled. Because that gives you the pressure. If you take that pressure out, then you will be doing at least 2 things at the same time. You can do it. But try to think only one thing at one moment, because you will get confused, you will not get a good result. But in a day you can do 10 things.
This skill sharpens with experience.
Big time. Confidence comes. And you say, okay, I can live with it. Whatever comes, I can live with that result. But this I cannot. Let me handle this. So it is, especially if there are people problems, handle them first. That's the key. If there is a deadline that has to be met from the government or from client, handle audit can wait. Honestly, I'm telling you. No, audit you can always say, I'm looking for the paper. Okay? And that can wait. So,
That works.
it works. Ask Allah, you will be witness. It works. Every time that there were audit in our company, and when I have done with that audit, nothing but the best things came out of it. Because I said, what they would know that I know, that audit. And then whatever I share it openly and write it. So honesty is the best policy. Is there any other question that was raised and did not get handled? Anything comes in your mind right now?
I have a funny question. Don't laugh at this.
Well, I don't promise that, but let's see.
We just talked about behavior, right? Let's take the worst people in history. Let's take people who are sexist, misogynist, they did ill behavior with everybody. Let's just take, for example, Donald Trump. Let's just say, for example, Steve Jobs. Absolute poor chap in terms of family life, business, and all. How come these people end up in the top, strongest part of their history? And how come these people are the strongest people in the world?
Very good question. No, I will answer. That's okay.
No, this is not a political question.
No.
This is a leadership question for you.
No, I'm okay. Well, it's a good reminder, sir. Be careful. Thanks for that. The whole thing is, I'm not going to take the names. What I'm going to say is, when you look at that style, and when you look at their personal life, try to find the answers there. Are they happy? What can happen to them? Okay? But if the person is following the right track, he is in much peace than the person who is having so many problems that can come and haunt any time. The sleeps are not as restful as yours or mine is if you are on the right track. So look at the end game. Yeah, maybe they are very well gone. Yeah, maybe they are very good authority. But are they going in the bed, looking in their mirror, and they are satisfied and happy? When they look at their face in the mirror, nobody is in between. He knows or she knows what they are doing. Let's believe it is a karma. We believe it.
I'd like to add something. he regretted all the decisions that isolated him. Because in the end, when he was dying, he was completely alone. So he actually spoke out and said that don't follow my example. Don't do the stuff that I did. Because today I have nothing. The creator of Apple, he was thrown out of Apple, right?